What is up, guys? It's Chad here with G-Reviews, coming to you from my driveway once again today. If you've been following the channel, you know behind me is my 2020 Ram 2500 Power Wagon. There's very little that's lacking on this truck. There's only one or two small things on the interior that are lacking. I'm going to go over those right now. If you know anything about these new 5th gen Rams, you'll know that a big selling point is how gorgeous the interior is. Alright, like I said again, this is a 2500 Power Wagon, and this generation Power Wagon has the floor shifter for the transfer case, okay? So they could not install the console for this truck. It does have the 6th seat, okay? So you can fit a 6th person with a seat belt right here. All right. Now, I'm going to show, if this is me and my wife, this is my wife's not current phone. This is an old phone. She's at work. I'm just using this for the video purposes. Okay, and then here's my phone. All right. Now, when we're driving somewhere just like this, that's where our phones normally sit. All right, it's great. They're right next to us. They're right in a good distance for the charging ports, which are all over the place. We got cigarette lighter one up there. We got a 400 watts inverter there, and we got 2 USBs and 2 USB-Cs there. But what happens when it's summertime and we need some drinks? Well, there you have it. Those 3 cup holders turned into 1 cup holder for our phones. We got, let's say, we got our Power Wagon Yetis with us. So now we have to share the center. Man, that's nice and all, but sometimes you like your own cup holder for your phone. Well, I don't know if you follow the channel a lot, but look over here. I got 1 car seat and 2 car seats, and congratulations to us, we got 1 more on the way. So this does not have rear cup holders like on the consoles do for the kids. They do have cup holders in their seats, but sometimes they like to spill things, so we try to keep it away if it's a normal cup from like McDonald's or something. So let's say now we want to keep one of their sippy cups up here. Okay, so now those 3 cup holders just turned to 0 cup holders for our phones. Well, some people will say, well, put it in a little cubby right there. Well, if you're driving and the sun is on that, your phone will overheat. So I don't recommend putting your phone in there. The only other places you really have are going to be the door pockets, like over there and over there, okay? Or just, keep it on your lap. Well, I found something that I like, alright, that's going to solve this. So stay tuned right now. Here's what we got for the install today. Alright, I got these products from a company called Motorsports. They specialize in a bunch of different products for vehicles. However, they have a nice niche market for magnetic phone holders for vehicles. Alright, first things first, I apologize for the sun and the shadow. I got these 2 boxes here. Okay, and then I got a couple mounts. Alright, what makes this unit so special to me is that there are many units on the market for my Ram truck specifically, but a lot of them will block either your view to the screen or they'll block your AC vents. Okay, I live in North Carolina, so I have pretty hot summers, so I don't want to block my AC vents if I can help it. Alright, first things first, alright, we'll go with this small box here. Okay. In the small box, this is going to be installed on my driver's side. I got 2 different products here. Alright, it's packaged very nicely. You got the magnetic phone mounts, you got an Allen key, and a metal ball. Okay. Now, there's 2 of these. These are what's going to actually be holding to the truck itself. Okay, and then the ball is going to attach onto the screw, and then it's a swivel with the magnetic mount. So there's that one. Alright, and it comes with 2 different steel plates. It comes with a small round one, and it comes with a big square one. We'll go over that in a little bit. And this larger box is what I'm really interested in. Okay, this is going to be going on my wife's side. I don't know if your guys' wives are similar to my wife, but it seems like whenever she goes somewhere, her phone is dead. Okay, so we're gonna open this one up, take a look. A couple things are to fall out of the bottom. We got the cable and instructions. This actually is a wireless charging unit. This right here is actually leather, and it's motorized. Okay, as soon as you put your phone in here, the motor is going to conform to your phone. And again, we'll go over that in a little bit. First things first, we're gonna have to do the install on this unit, both of these units. And one step in this whole process is actually scaring me just a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you what that is, and let's go to the truck. This is the part that scares me the most, okay? I'm physically going to have to pop the whole screen and bezel off the dash to get the mounts where they need to be, okay? I'm not sure if you can see these mounts or not, okay? They are directional, okay? On one of the bags it said left, on one of the bags it said right, okay? It's specifically that way. Foam pad, and there's the ball. It's gonna go on behind like this, and you have to put the actual plastic bezel right in between that foam and the metal there. We're going to come up here and look in here. As you can see, there's a little rubber pad. Something snagging. There we go. There's a little rubber pad, and there are 2 Phillips head screws. So we're gonna first remove those. Put this back over here. All right, I'm gonna get my Phillips head up here. Going to remove, oh, that's what it is. They're Torx bits. So I'm gonna have to turn these off, and I'm gonna have to go get my Torx bits. I'm back. The problem I had was in the one instructional video I saw, it said that there was Phillips heads up here, so I have my Phillips head. All right, however, there's Torx bits. So luckily in the kit I got, I have a T20 Torx. So we'll get this up and go from there. You're definitely going to need these, so don't lose them. This right here is the part that scares me. All the videos I see, you just literally just yank this out, and all the little clips should come undone. But this is my own personal vehicle, so I don't want to mess it up. So here we go. If you hear any cursing, just ignore it. All right, this should be enough right here. Got one installed. All right, there is actually a little bitty, don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little trough right down over there that the actual bottom of the metal slides into. And then again, you have to keep the actual bezel in between the metal and the foam. So the foam's supposed to be on the outside. Get this one installed. So now that I already know what to look for, it's going to be a little bit easier, I hope. All right, we got the first one installed here, and then we got the second one installed right there. Here's going to be the interesting part, is actually putting all the clips and everything back on, and hopefully these things won't block the screen from going back on. So let's try to get this back up where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna start at the bottom. All right, everything sounds like it's back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, there's no movement in these things, so that's good news. All right, let's take our Torx and torque it all back down. So that is part one of the install process, so let's go on to the next step. The second step is actually installing the mounts. We just simply put this ring on here like so. All right, push the mount onto the ball, and then you just screw it from behind. And then the more you tighten it, the more it's going to get tight. All right, so let's see what we got here. Obviously my phone does not have the magnetic part on the back yet, but it is going to sit somewhere right around there, okay? So that is not going to block my button. Okay, I can still easily get to my button, and it is not going to block my AC vent. So pretty much perfect. One other consideration, okay, like I said, this is my personal phone, okay? It's an 8S, all that. I have a clear back case on it, and I work shift work. So I'll come at night sometime and I need to charge my phone, but sometimes I'm so tired, I just want to lay it down. Okay? Wireless charger. They've been out for years. Okay, now, these are steel, okay? Backing plates. Course Motorsports sends you two. Okay, they send you a large square one and a small round one. Okay, so you can choose whichever one you want. Deep down, I want the bigger square one, so it's easier for me to put it up on my dash mount now. However, okay, if you put a right square in the middle, right there where the wireless charging thing is in the back of the phone, okay, let's just say for here, for example. Okay, it's going to block the actual charge to get to your phone. Alright, so what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to use the small round one, even though I'd rather have the square one. Okay, what I recommend you doing is you mock up, okay, exactly where you want it. Alright, like I said, the only reason why I'm doing that is because I use a wireless charger at my house, so I want it to be dual purpose. So what you want to do, okay, is put a piece of tape to hold the steel plate where you want it. Alright, just to check to see if it's going to interfere with the wireless charging capability. Okay, so right there, I have it literally right over the Apple symbol, and as long as the center of this lines up with the center of this, okay, it's going to charge. So I'm going to use the alcohol prep pad, and I'm going to stick it right there where I showed you over the Apple symbol. Quick function check of what we got. I got my magnetic back on here. Easy, just put it right on up there. Alright, this is where I'm sitting. It's not blocking my view of the screen, not blocking my AC vent, nothing. And if I really want to, I can angle a little bit more this way if I really, really care about all that. Alright, over here on this now, like I said, this is my wife's side obviously, and she doesn't have the little steel plate, so let's see if it'll work with the steel plate. Alright, it still works with the steel plate, so that's good news. You got the little charging symbol. Alright, that's that. Here is the finished product. As you can see, by everything I've showed you so far, the fit and finish on these Course Motorsports phone holders are amazing. It does everything it said it's going to do. It fits right in there, beside the head unit bezel. It does not block any of the AC vents, which is what I was really hoping for, okay? It does not block the view of the screen. It doesn't block anything. I still have access to the button. Easy peasy. Very nice products. Alright. Well, that is the conclusion of my review and install video of the Course Motorsports phone holders for my 2020 Ram 2500 Power Wagon with a 12-inch display. At first, I was actually kind of nervous about pulling my head unit out, but the way that the instruction video on their website made it looked easy, and it was easy. I mean, you just pop the things out. There is a lot of noise that goes into it, so it might be a little scary at first. But I actually ended up doing it twice, because what I did on the install was I actually hid the wire behind the bezel and snaked it down to the power cord or power point at the bottom. So I did it twice, and after the first time I actually was more comfortable doing it, so it wasn't really that hard. So I give these products 2 thumbs up. I haven't used them a whole lot, but just using them while I was doing the install, they're great, well put together products, and it made it so that my AC vents and my screen was not blocked when I was driving. That was the most important thing in my book. I love my AC vents, so I give it a 2 thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, have a great weekend.